morning, everyone. Okay, please this time let me know if my voice is not that clear. All right. So, welcome to our online class. I know that many of you are not, they're not able to come this moment, but anyhow, they can view this video for their activity or notes later on. So please, the same thing, write your name for the record, your class number and your number. All right. So good morning, everyone. Today's okay. So I hope you are ready, even though we're just few for this time. I believe that we can finish this one with full of information. Okay. So if ever I'm not clear to you, please do not hesitate to drop your message telling me that I need to speak louder. Okay, so let's start. Last time we talked about, can you remember our topic last time? I received many letters from you guys via Gmail, but there are still people or students who are not submitting, who are not giving their letter to me about the concern or your concerns on online class. Okay, so last time we talked about writing a letter, and good job for many of you. I would like to congratulate that many of you really learned from that lesson and follow the format. For some, you weren't able to follow the correct format, yet the content. Okay, I enjoyed reading those. All right, so let's begin. When you travel, what do you usually consider? Okay, so what are the things that you have to think first before going on a travel? Can you share your thoughts about that? What are the things that you have to consider when you go traveling? Have you experienced, traveling out of the country? Or if not out of the country, out of town? Somewhere in Thailand, which is nice, a nice place, and the place where you really can relax. It's a nice feeling, right? Okay. I did a lot of travels, and I really can say that Thailand is so beautiful, really. And I also did out of the country, and I really like the other countries. They have a different signature, and you have in Thailand you have your beaches, very nice beaches, islands. I love it. Yes, we have to consider the budget, of course, because when you go travel, you really have to spend. Thank you for that, Nan. Am I right? Nan. It's a cute name. Okay. So aside from budget, okay, what else? If you have any thoughts or ideas about it, please don't hesitate to write down your answers or your ideas, opinion. All right, let's proceed. Now I have here again a quote from Stephen Covey. All right, he said, "Live your life by a compass, not a clock." I really like this quotation. Do you know, or how do you understand this quotation, this quote? Anyone? Live your life by a compass, not a clock. What is the difference between compass and a clock? Obviously, they are both different things. But why do you think Stephen says or said, live your life by a compass, not a clock? Any idea? When you have the compass, It means guiding your way. Am I right? Where to go, which place to go, and which is the best path or safest path you can go, or path you can go, I mean. And when you say clock, we are talking about time, right? So sometimes in our life, we forget to, to slow down, and we are so bombarded, or we are so full of works, probably works from school, or um, works from home, something like that. And we made things so quick that we forget to slow down. Okay, I will read from Bombu, like being a compass that can change by situation, not a clock that will be always the same. Oh, this is a nice thought as well. Okay, another perspective. We have here, okay, only Bombu. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for your cooperation and participation. Okay, so that's it. So when you have the compass, you have the guides, okay, where to go. And yeah, it changed by situation, but it means compass means like a guide, okay? And sometimes we forget that thing. We are so conscious about time that we just, do things quickly, as fast as we can, because we are running out of time, we say. So, guys, let's make it not really in slow-mo, but let's not hurry things, and not also chill thing, but take it seriously. Okay, take your compass and not your clock. All right. So before we proceed to our lesson, to the main or to our center of our lesson, let's do first spelling. Let's play the spelling town. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to project words, and you are going to arrange them. Let's see, there are mixed letters in here, so I wanted you to do it as quick as you can. I am going to give only a minute in each word. Are you ready? So it's about spelling, and the words that we are going to see this time, they are related to traveling. Ready? Okay. So let's begin. For our first word, here is your clue. Easy round. What is this word? Arrange the letters to make a meaningful word. Part 3 row. What is it? Your time starts now. Okay, drop the correct word for this mixed or jumbled letters. It starts, okay, clue. It starts with letter A. Okay, boom view. Thank you so much. You're paying attention. So the biggest clue is in the picture. So the correct answer, yes. Pew Pew also got it right. Nan. And is leave is that dog. Your names are, funny. Okay. Pichakon kan. Yes, that's correct. Peng Chong Hwan Yun. The correct answer is airport. Okay, what is an airport? What is an airport? Anyone? We can see it, but I would like to see if you can explain it in English. It's a place of what? That is correct. Okay, airport. Good job, everyone. So, airport is a complex. When you say complex, big, okay, of runways. Runways are like the path where the plane, how do you call that one? Take off. Okay, that is what we call runways, and buildings for the takeoff, landing, and maintenance of civil aircraft with facilities for passengers. Okay, so it's so nice to to travel in different places. We usually go to airports, and there are so many kinds of airports, big, small, crowded, and less people. It's so fun to, to discover new places. So airport is a very busy place to go, right? And it is also a way for us to, to be able to fly to another country, right? Okay, next word. That is your clue. Look at the picture and look at these jumbled letters. What is that word? Or what is this word? Please arrange and drop your answers on the screen. You have a minute, so drop them as quick as you can. All right, for your clue, I'm going to give you a clue, of course. It starts with letter B. Starts with letter B. Let's see. Okay, good job. That's a quick one. Peng, Kanjapon. Okay, good job. Who else? Please drop your answers. And Palaplang, Nisbi, Napat, April to go. Good job. You're there. Sunday, sunny day. Yes, welcome to you. Pla, dog, Kaldo. Okay, that's correct. Bubu. All right, the correct word is baggage. Correct spelling. Oh yeah, double G. Okay, so what is a baggage? You can see your eyes through that picture what a baggage is, but can you explain what a baggage? Okay, just drop your answer there, or answers. These are personal. This is a personal belongings packed in suitcases for traveling. Or in other words, when there are many, we call them luggages. Okay? So personal belongings, meaning your personal things, we call them baggage. Of course, when you travel, you have to bring your baggage with you. Now, next word. Let's see. Welcome, Belle. We have here the picture. Okay. Now try to look at the picture. What do you think is going on? Or what do you think is this? Okay, the word is in front of you. F-G-L-I-T-H. But the word starts with the letter F. What is it? Okay, quickly, you have a minute to drop your answers. What is the word? It starts with the letter F. It has something to do with trouble. Okay, that's quick. Pew pew. Good job. Boom you. Easily. And face. Cardo. And Nawaran Rot. Okay, good job. Alright. Correct spelling. Alright, very good. Okay, so the correct word is flight. Which flight do you prefer? A morning flight or a midnight flight? Before, I like morning flight. But when you really wanted to go to a place where, the ticket is so expensive and you wanted to save, you go with the midnight flight. It's cheaper. But if you wanted to have a good flight, go for a business trip or business flight. They're gonna serve you the best that they can. That's a flight. And what's a flight? It's the action or process of flying through the air. And what do you like or don't like? What do you don't like most in flying, okay, through the air? Sometimes we feel dizzy, right? I feel dizzy most of the time, and also have this, I forgot the term, but when it does landing, there is a painful part in my ear. It really hurtful. I don't know, maybe because of the pressure, air pressure. So that's the only thing that I don't like when you have your flight. Okay, next word, let's see. That is your clue. And we have this jumbled letters here. Quite a long word, but this is very familiar. This might be you and me. The word starts with letter P. Can you guess what is this word? From the example or from the picture given to you, you will know what is this word. It starts with letter P. Drop your answer and answers. You have a minute. Passenger. Okay, passenger, passengers, which one? Okay, the correct answer. Okay, good job, Wirada. Kanjapon, JP, Bumbu, Pew Pew. Pew Pew, is it passengers? Sirapat. Okay, the correct answer, let me reveal to you, it's passenger. Passenger is okay as well. Of course, there are many in the picture, but the word has only two S. But anyway, what is a passenger? A passenger is a traveler on a public or private conveyance other than the driver, pilot, or crew. Okay, so people who are sitting there, they are passengers. We call them passengers. We ourselves, most of the time, we are passengers, right? All right. So I think this is the last word. Now, what can you see? What do you think is happening? Can you tell me what is this word? The jumbled letters make it a meaningful word. Clue? Okay, it starts with letter A. It describes this picture here. Yes, these cars, they are having an accident. Oh yes, that is correct. Pew pew, good job. Isli, oh you're so quick. Your Wi-Fi now is good, working good. All right, the correct answer is, welcome, number 1. The correct answer is accident. Okay, of course, when we have our travels, it's not only good, or it's not only has good results. Sometimes we encounter accident. And what is an accident? And what is accident? It is unfortunate. Okay, unfortunate means not good. Incident or happenings that happens unexpectedly. So you do not expect, when there's an accident, of course, you don't expect that thing to happen. And unintentionally, typically resulting in damage or injury. So it's sad to say that really in life, we sometimes encounter accidents, maybe not personally, but probably some of our friends or family members. That's life, okay? When we do travel, we experience accidents as well. So let us be careful, or you have to be very careful when you travel. Alright, so that's the words for today. Okay, now let's go travel, and I wanted you to pay attention because every now and then I'll be asking questions about your travel, okay, personal travel. Let's see. Now, in our lesson for today, our grammar focus is about simple sentence, because later on you will be writing sentences. So please listen carefully on how this sentence being formed. Okay, so we have the basic part for simple sentence. Okay, just a quick one. We have simple subject and complete predicate. Okay, please take note of this too. Complete predicate. So 1, and we have 2. So when we have the predicate, verbs and the modifiers, okay, and simple subject, just the subject alone in that sentence. So 2 parts, remember that, for simple sentence. And I know and I believe that every one of you can do simple sentence or can construct simple sentences. Okay, so example. Okay, we have here James ate the avocado very fast, and we have Sentence composed of one independent clause. Now take a look at this term. Independent, when you say independent, it can stand alone. So it can stand alone. The meaning is, the meaning is there even though there are no other explanation. So we have here independent clause, James 8. If you are in an actual situation and you are talking and describing something, or you are with James, so you just say, oh, James 8, because in your mind you know that he's eating, or he just ate avocado, and so you say James 8. But when you're talking to someone who do not know what James ate a while ago or previously, then you have to be very specific, or you have to specify, okay, the idea. James ate what? So this time you need an object to explain more. The avocado is our object, and how did he eat the avocado? Very fast, okay, modifying the verb ate. Now, the very important element for simple sentence is the independent clause. Independent clause, okay? Clause, everyone, say clause. Alright, so please remember this. This is your significant element for simple sentence. Even though there's no object or modifier, it can stand alone, okay? Next, more examples. So we have simple sentences with subject and predicate, 2 parts. Affirmative, last time we talked about affirmative, it means positive, right? Positive sentence. Negative sentence. So my canary sings. It's a kind of bird. So we have my canary is your subject, and then your predicate sings. And then for negative, you just add do family with the not, right? Not word to make it negative. So my canary is your subject, and does not talk is your predicate. Okay, consists of verb phrase. Next, for question, we can do the same. So you say, does your canary sing? Of course, does is your verb here. So that will be part of your predicate, and canary is your subject. So does sing is your predicate in that sense. Okay, next, simple sentence plus. Okay, you can elaborate, or you can add more information to to give detail to what you're talking about. So that's the function or the role of the modifiers. Adverbs could be adverb, it could be direct object, or objects, direct or indirect. Okay, for example, my canary sings. Actually, you can just describe, you can just say, my canary sings. But you wanted to, give emphasis, information, how your bird sings, then you say, it sings beautifully. So now you have the word, or you have the sentence, my canary sings beautifully. So this now becomes your predicate. Okay? Next, my canary sings songs. You can add that one too, with the noun or direct object, function as direct object. So we have the predicate sing songs. The predicate here, subject. And then my canary, you can also say my canary sings to me. All right, to me is your indirect, together with this predicate or verb sings. Now you have the predicate and your subject, my canary. Is that clear? Do you have any question? Is it difficult to understand? I think you can make it, no? But we usually really do this one. But sometimes there are sentences which are long for you to understand, since this is English. But probably in Thai, you do have this one too. Okay? Same principle. Now, let's try to answer this one. Have you seen an airport? Yes. If yes, describe. I really like this airport in your country. Describe Suvarnabhumi Airport. Am I right with my pronunciation? Suvarnabhumi. Okay, can you describe Suvarnabhumi Airport? Now, I wanted you to use just a simple sentence describing Suvarnabhumi Airport. Okay, drop your sentence there. Now, for example, I have my own. Suvarnabhumi Airport is the biggest airport in Thailand. Okay, so I have here Suvarnabhumi Airport as my subject. Okay, because the sentence is about Suvarnabhumi, and predicate starts with, or always starts with, verbs and the modifiers. Okay, so we have two parts here. Yeah, modifying what Suvarnabhumi is. So this is a complementary, the biggest airport in Thailand, meaning it complements what a Suvarnabhumi airport is. Okay, so drop your description about Suvarnabhumi. Okay, but if you haven't been there, you can see through its pictures, or you can describe another airport. Okay, just to respond to this question. Have you seen an airport? Then describe blank. Okay, describe an airport. Next. What are 3 most important things to bring when you travel? What do you think? Okay, in your opinion, what do you think are the 3 most important things to bring when you travel? How about you? I have mine. How about you? Okay, so drop your answers. Use only simple sentence with subject and verb or predicate. Okay, my answer is this. The most important things are clothes, food, and money allowance. Okay, but if you are going to travel to a mountainous area, you omit money allowance because I think you cannot use money in the mountains. Okay, but when you're going to cities, other countries, very important, your money allowance. Okay, the most important things is your subject, and your predicate begins with the verb are, and the rest the complementary. Okay, and we have here the predicates. The 3 most important things are money, clothes, and now. Wow, bon view. Yes, nowadays, yes, I forgot that part. I missed that part. The GPS, right? It's very helpful, really. Even though you can't speak or you don't speak the language of the country, if you just have internet, it's so easy for you to find a place to stay or your hotel, probably. Okay. Oh, I forgot to read Farlen's chat. Airport has cold air. Yes, that is also a simple sentence. Airport has cold air. Good job. The most important things are phones, beautiful clothes, and sunscreen. Okay, nice one. Pew pew. Probably you are a fashionista or a fashionist. Yeah, we call it fashionista person. Like, because you really give emphasis to beautiful clothes. Okay, the 3 most important things are money, clothes, mobile phones. Yes, of course, with internet. You can do many things with mobile phones. See, you agree with me, money is very important when you go travel. But mind you guys, it depends on where you are going, okay? Alright, so let's go to the next one. This is the last question for this simple sentence topic. Do you plan to travel soon? Where? Do you plan to travel soon and where? Okay, try to answer it in a simple sentence only. So I have here my answer. Easy one, simple one. I plan to travel to Japan. Okay, so in this case, I have a very short sentence, but still the 2 parts of simple sentence structure is there present. So we have to cut I, your subject, and plan, your verb, and the rest of the modifiers, we call it the predicate. Now, it's still complete. We have simple sentence. Easy, right? So how about you guys? Do you plan to travel soon? As in soon? Probably next month? Or is October soon? August. Oh yeah, we have one holiday I think for this month. So if you are planning to travel, where? That's the question. Just give your example, the sentence sample. Drop it there, and so I can read them later on. Okay. So the last topic that we're going to talk about sentence structure is the compound sentence. Well, there are four, but I will just give emphasis on two for this time. Okay? So take note of this when you say compound from the word itself. In science, you also have this word, compound. So they have the same principle. What is a compound? Compound. Okay, let me read some of your sentences from the previous question that I gave. I plan to travel to Konoha village. Oh, we have here Naruto clan. Shout out, hello to you, parlance. Okay, so my next question is, what is a compound sentence? Or what do you know about the word compound? If you love science and if you really listen to your teacher, I believe that you encounter this word, compound. Okay? When you combine two elements, probably same thing in English language when you combine two independent clause. Or a while ago, yes, I mentioned that one a while ago. For simple sentence, it consists of one independent clause, so meaning a clause that can stand alone. So that clause can be a sentence itself. Okay, it has subject and predicate. So in this case, for compound sentence, there are two independent clauses. So you can find two subjects and two predicates. Okay, but there is another word or another element added to make them combined or to combine them, and that is the work of the conjunction. Okay, but is one of the examples of conjunction. Now we have here, she works in the city. We can do that one as our independent clause. You can, put a period after that. And then another sentence would be, she lives in the suburbs. Now, when you are going to combine both, because you are talking about same subject here, same person probably. So we have she, okay, it's the same person. Then you can combine them using the conjunction, or in this example, but works, okay? The but works here. So she works in the city, subject predicate, and our conjunction. Okay, so that's the power of compound sentence. We can make our sentences longer and more informative. Okay, so independent clause plus independent clause equals compound sentence. Do you understand? Okay, let me give you some of the examples. Now, before that, the structure first. Okay, subject, verb, and then conjunction. Okay, so now we have three elements here. Independent clause, conjunction, independent clause. Okay, remember that. Next, look at this example. So we have here, first thing, do we have a conjunction? Okay, this is how I do it. So I will try to search for a conjunction first. Oh yes, we have. Now, take a look at the subjects, the students. Yes, and we also have they. Are they pertaining to the same subject, the same person? Yes, they, we're talking about the students. So in this case, this is our subject, it talks about students, it talks about they are the subject, and the rest is what we call predicate. Okay, predicate. All right, so in this case, we have independent clause. This comprises independent clause, I see, and I see, plus your conjunction, and we have a compound sentence. Clear? Is that clear? Is that explanation clear to you? Okay, let's go to the next example. Kevin, well, it's the name of a person, very obvious that this is the subject. So Kevin, your subject. Did is your verb here, and want also is a verb, so your predicate starts with did. Katie's feelings. Okay, and the idea ends with Katie's feelings, but you wanted to give more information. So, oh, there is a word so here. Is this a conjunction? Yes. Is this a conjunction? Remember the fun boys? F. Am I right? Yeah, F U N V O Y S. No, my child. F A. Okay, am I right? F A. It's not fun. It's fan boys. F A N B O Y S. Okay, so that part, I think you do remember when we use that acronym, fanboys, right? You're used to acronyms, and that's a good exercise of the brain. Okay, so is one of the conjunction. Now we have he, subject, and said is our verb. So the predicate starts from the verb said and to the modifiers. So we have the SP, conjunction, SP. So independent clause, conjunction, independent clause. So meaning this is also a compound sentence. Now let's go to the third one. They're long sentences, okay? Because, it gives more information if you create longer sentences. But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you need to go direct, give a direct information for the listeners to understand you right away. So in this case, for the sake of our examples, so I'm showing you longer sentences, so you will be used to it. Okay, so in this case, we have comma here. Comma is also can be your conjunction. And we have the word for. Fanboy stands for and no, is it never? N, what is the N? B, but, O, or, Y, yet, and S is so, right? What is the N of fanboys? Drop down your answers. So I want to see my sisters soon. So we have here your subject, I, and we are talking the same person for the second clause, independent clause. So this is your subject for the second clause. So we have now the subjects, and want is your verb, so the predicate starts with want, and then including all the objects or modifiers, whatever, after the verb. Okay, and has been in Switzerland for 2 years. So this is your predicate. So complete, right? We have independent clause, conjunction for, and independent clause, another independent clause. So that's it. That's what a compound sentence is. The same with the compound element in science. It's the same principle. You are combining elements. You are combining two sentences. Okay, next. Let's use the same question, but I wanted you to answer them with a compound sentence structure. Okay, so describe Suvarnabhumi Airport, or describe an airport, and you have to write it in a compound sentence structure. Okay, so independent clause, conjunction, and then independent clause. Let's see. This is my answer. Suvarnabhumi Airport is an international airport. And, okay, I use and as my conjunction. It is the biggest airport in Thailand. So I'm giving more information about it. The first sentence or the first clause, I use its proper name, Suvarnabhumi Airport. The second clause after the conjunction, I use it, the pronoun it. It refers to the airport because when you write a sentence, it's not good to hear, repetitive words. So as much as possible, you use another word to, to make your sentence better. So for example, Suvarnabhumi Airport is an international airport, and you can say, but it's not advisable. It's not good grammar or not good structure in English. And Suvarnabhumi Airport is the biggest airport in Thailand. Yeah? So we have to use the pronoun it. Then the biggest airport in Thailand and is an international airport. These are your predicates. So still, our independent clause, conjunction and independent clause in this sentence, they're present, so meaning it's a compound sentence. Okay? So the conjunction part, it plays a very important role when we talk about compound sentence. So I advise you to memorize them. Suvarnabhumi Airport has cold air and it has expensive food. Very good, Farlins. You got the point. Okay, that is correct. Your answer a while ago, you improve it. See, you can improve your answers, not just one-sided idea, but you can make it more. You can enlarge it. You can give more details. Okay, and Farlins, I really appreciate what you just dropped there. Now next, the last question. What are 3 most important things to bring when you travel? So you are just going to improve your answers a while ago to make a compound sentence. So you've just followed the structure. Just follow the structure: independent clause, conjunction, and then independent clause. Now maybe some of you are late, or you were late, so probably you're asking, what's an independent clause? Again, subject plus the predicate, verb, and the modifiers. That makes up the compound sentence. Okay? So this is my answer for this. Clothes, food, and money allowance are the most important things to bring, for they can save your life. Okay? That is just my opinion. I think they can save my life. Just in any case or bad thing happened to me in that particular place, these 3 things can save my life. So I have here, let's see, how many independent clause? Let's see, 1, 2. So we have the conjunction for, remember the fanboys? And then we have they can save your life. So clothes, food, and money allowance. We have subjects here. Are is our verb, so are plus the objects or modifiers added after that, they're under predicate. And then of course our conjunction, comma and for, the word for is our conjunction connecting 2 independent clauses. They pertaining to clothes, food, and money allowance. And then can is our verb, save, can save, so that the predicate begins with can and then save your life. That's your predicate. Is that clear? Okay, you try to improve your answers, okay, by dropping it there, following also the structure of the compound sentence. Okay. Oh, the last one. This is the last question. Do you plan to travel soon and where? So this is my answer, short answer. Then we have, I plan to travel to Japan. That's my previous answer, right? I wanted to give more information, and so I used the compound sentence structure. So I added another independent clause. So of course, we have to use conjunction to connect 2 ideas, 2 equivalent ideas. So we have, but I am scared to go alone. So we have I, both I as a subject, plan is our verb, and the rest of the adverb phrase, and that's our predicate. And then I'm scared is your verb, okay, and that's your predicate. So equal. Subject, predicate, conjunction, subject, predicate. Okay, so that's the compound sentence. If you have a sentence, or if you can improve your answers a while ago, please drop them there, and so I can check later on. Now let's go with our short activity. So you just drop your answer as quick as you can. Simple versus compound sentences. Are you ready? Tell me if this is simple or compound. Simple, just write simple or compound. Okay. Number 1. For number 1, kindly write simple or compound. Just write them down, simple or compound. Remember, for simple, you have one independent clause. For compound, you have two independent clauses connected by the conjunctions. Conjunctions, fanboys. For, and, nor, but, okay, or, yet, and so. Now let's go with number 2. Okay, you believe it's compound. Now how about number 2? Just, yes, that's correct. You just write number 1 and then your answer. And then you drop number 2, then write your answer. Okay, that's better. Thank you for that suggestion, Boomview. Okay, so how about number 2? Compound or simple? You just have 2 options, all right? Compound or simple, simple or compound. Okay, you just have to write the word. Okay, number 1 compound, number 2 compound according to you. Let's see later on. Okay, next, how about number 3? So only few are participating. Mind you, people, since some of you you don't want to have many homeworks, then we have to do most of the activities here on our live class. Okay, so I wanted you to answer for you to have your recitation for this topic. You cannot submit this one, you cannot do this one in your notebook, except for those who are attending military training right now. I'm going to give them consideration, but for you guys, you have to write your answers right now, right here. Okay, number 4. Just write the number and your answer. Number 4, Sally wanted to play outside, but it was too cold. Try to write if that is simple or compound. And your number 5, I went to the beach and surfed all day. Simple or compound? Number 3, simple. Number 4, compound. Number 3, simple. Let's see. Okay. I'll be checking that one later on. Who got the correct one? Who got the right one or who got the wrong one? Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Next slide. Okay, let's go to number 6. Tomorrow early morning. Tomorrow early morning, first I go to morning walk. So is it simple or compound? Number 7. Chemistry is my favorite subject, but my brother really likes social studies. So is it simple or compound? Write your answers, number, and then answer. Next, number 8. They go to a gallery every Saturday. Simple or compound? If you listened to our discussion a while ago, you will be able to answer them correctly. Number 9, her shoes were brand new and now they are missing. Simple or compound? Number 10. Okay, you go to holiday every summer. Simple or compound? Drop your answer as quick as you can. Number 8, compound. Number 6, simple. 9, compound. 8, simple. 7, compound. Okay. Some of you got it right, but some of you you are confused. Again, when you say simple, it consists of independent clause. Independent clause has a subject and a predicate. So for compound clause, 2 independent clauses, conjunct or connected by the conjunctions, fanboys. Okay, so that's it. That's for our activity. Now, this one, I wanted you to complete the diagram below. Okay, complete the diagram below. This one, you can write them in your notebook or on a piece of paper if your notebook is, notebooks are on my table. So it's just fine. You just write it on a piece of paper, blank paper there. And take note of this. You write, you have to copy this diagram, and I wanted to see this diagram in your notebook, just for you to have a reminder every time you forget what simple sentence and compound sentence are. Okay? So please copy this one in your notebook, and I'm going to extend the submission by this time because many of you are not here. So I'm going to collect the notebooks on next week, Tuesday. Okay, so no need for you to drop your notebook tomorrow. It will be on Tuesday next week. So everything that we are going to do, that I will ask you to do in your notebook, please do so for today and for Thursday, this coming Thursday. And so, yeah, Thursday and Monday next week, so that during Tuesday I can check and evaluate how's your performance. Okay, so I hope you guys are okay there, and stay healthy, stay safe, and if there is no question about the topic for today, we'll see you next time, and I hope you do understand really well what a simple sentence and compound sentence are. So I'm going to give you a minute to maybe ask questions if there are. Do you have questions? Clarification? Suggestion? Violent reaction? I hope there's none. You did good today. Even though we're just few, I really like this class because many of you are participating. And mind you, again, I'll be checking this one later on. So I hope you dropped all your answers from 1 to 10. See you and miss your teacher. Well, thank you so much, Farlens. Okay, you really did a great job. Okay, no more questions. So that's it for today. I hope to see you soon, very soon. Yeah, I miss the classroom setup. Okay, so see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.